Hold up.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kornbread here, captain of the Soul Food Pirates. Come with me as I go to Charlie's Collectible Show in Stone Mountain, Georgia for their card show. This is an event that's held multiple times throughout the year. If you're into this type of content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll be dropping things like this fairly often. Also, as we all know, I'm a streamer on Twitch, so make sure to give me a follow there for gaming, pack openings, and all types of stuff like that. This particular event is the 4th card show of the year. Once again, they hold these multiple times throughout the year, so make sure to give Charlie's Collectible Show a follow and try to get there as either a vendor or a consumer. All right, it's awesome, great vibes. You'll love it out here. Now, I'm somewhat of a household name at Charlie's Collectible Show, being that I go so often and it's close to my home, but I love going and meeting new vendors and finding out about how they obtain their cards, talking with them about their cards. I'm a One Piece fan. You know, I'm looking for the One Piece all the time, but I love Pokemon TCG and I love what it has to offer. There's also Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's all here. This is like a one-stop shop for everything collectible and TCG. You will find things that you just cannot find elsewhere at this location, and I recommend that if you're even remotely into this stuff, that you just give it a try. The location is open on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, so give it a visit. Make sure you let them know that Kornbread sent you. They won't give you anything off your price, probably, but it's always good to just name drop. You never know what'll happen. But as a huge One Piece fan, I had to go around and I had to interview some vendors and One Piece TCG players. So here we go. All right, my first question for you is, what's your name and do you play or do you collect?
My name is Soup. I both collect and play. I've been playing One Piece for about a year right now. So
how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
My name's Kornbread. Pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Tristan.
Tristan, man. You have a booth here actually with us today. What's the name of the booth?
Tekka TCG. You can find us at Instagram on that.
Nice, awesome. So, and that is what again? Say it slower for the people. Just
Tekka TCG.
Hey, man, how you doing? What's your name and do you play or do you collect?
My name is Daniel and I do both.
All right, I see you got a booth here. What's the name of your store?
All right, so we are Cowboy Card Tail. We do One Piece and Pokemon, sealed and singles.
What's up, man? What's
going on?
Steven. My name is Steven. Steven.
Yeah.
What you got? Play One Piece? You play One Piece?
One Piece, yeah, collect One Piece. I play and collect, actually, so been doing it for about a year now.
So which side would you say that you're more on? Or is it more of the playing or the collecting side?
definitely playing. Kind of followed your lead and collecting all the SPs and all the bullshit there now.
All right, makes sense.
I do play and I collect.
Playing wise, what deck are you running right now and or building?
So I just had to switch up because they took out my djembe. I was a blue dopey, gotta love us.
Right.
So now I'm leaning more towards building a green-yellow law.
Oh, nice.
Because I played against one the other day online and it absolutely destroyed me. So
that's usually how it goes. The one that tears you up is like, you know what? I'm
gonna give it a shot.
Currently, I'm running Blackbeard right now.
Blackbeard, okay. Is it altered out, base rare?
I guess it's kind of altered out. I got the Kuzans and Blackbeard's altered out. That's pretty much all you can alt out on the deck right now.
Right now I run Reiju and Red Ring Smoker.
All right, Reiju, Red Ring Smoker. Which one out of the two do you prefer?
Reiju, it's a blast.
Reiju's a blast, awesome. What was your first deck?
My first deck was Yamato. That's what got me into the game.
Yamato, nice. Dang.
I enjoyed the aspect of double attack.
Collecting initially, playing maybe 10 to 10 months.
Are you currently playing?
Yes, I currently play.
Right
I run, they call it Piss Kid, but Yellow Kid is what we're gonna go with.
Piss Kid.
Piss Kid is what they call it.
Okay.
So Yellow Kid is my main deck at the moment.
What do you think of the current state of the game and where it's going from a player standpoint?
As of right now, I feel like they need to try and balance out the cards a little bit more. Especially with OP11, one deck dominates the meta. It's seen in Japan. 90% of the meta is played by blue, purple Luffy.
Yeah, for me, I feel like that changes the game up for me a little bit, just because I get tired of playing the same people at locals all the time. It's like somebody say they have like an amazing tech and all they did was like switch off like a one-off, and it's like if you see that one card, sure, but it's all the same. That would be nice to see them change some stuff up like that. Maybe use like some of the attributes like Slash and stuff like that more on cards.
That would really help out a lot.
So I think like now with the meta, it's open up more to, you see different colors topping now. You're not just seeing yellow. You're not just seeing black. You're seeing like red Bello Betty. You might see every now and then you might see a Shanks. I've seen a blue green Rosinante top, which is random, but it's got a lot of support lately with all the stuff that's come out. So it's different. It's different now for sure.
What is your favorite card in your collection?
Every bit of my Frankies. That is my favorite character. It's on my phone case. I even have a custom Frankie that I made.
Nice. Oh yeah. So every Frankie card.
Favorite card is gonna be Blue Dofi Leader.
That's your favorite card?
Because when I first started running Blue Dofi,
Okay.
$350 card. Sheesh. Got it at 210.
Okay.
The band put it at 170. So it's some hurt. I ain't lose as much.
Okay.
Because I got it at 210, which was good. SP Boa.
SP. That's a nice little Boa page.
SP Boa. Little 7 Warlords page, you know?
Gotcha.
John at the bottom.
I'm gonna go on to the collection part of it now, because one unique thing about you is even though you have a booth here, you pull all your cards. None of these are singles that you've bought, and so I think that's extremely impressive. And judging by your case, you have some really good pull luck.
Should have been here yesterday.
I'm going to ask you your collection, your personal collection, as well as maybe even what you have out here. What is your favorite card? Not like your most valuable, what's your favorite card?
Favorite would probably has to be, I got so many. I got like four mangas, but honestly, it would have been my SP Zoro.
SP Zoro?
Yes.
Nice.
I just love that with the green and the purple clash and like his hair and everything, and
Yes.
the purple background.
Yes,
It's a beautiful card.
I am a kaleidoscope person myself, so you won me over with that one. How do you feel about how much influence? Because I find this happens more with One Piece than a lot of the other ones. How much more about the influence that the player base and the current meta has on the cost of cards?
Oh, that is what affects it the most. Especially as a seller, you got to be looking out for what's playable, what's going to be playable. Because if you don't, you can lose a lot of money or make a lot of money. Because it goes off of a lot of the Japanese meta. That's how you can look at what you're going to cycle into.
I mean, I think it's part of any TCG. It sucks, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And it's like, I don't know, I kind of have a high risk tolerance, so it's like part of the game for me. So it's like that. I know this card's going to be coming up, so like, let me buy an extra couple of these packs, see if I can pull it, and let me just hold on to this card and so forth.
Right.
It sucks overall, but it is what it is. Just gotta live with it.
So, I mean, it's like with any TCG you're collecting, it's a roller coaster.
Right.
You know, you got to sell at the right time. This that. Me, I mean, I don't really focus too much on that.
One thing I will say is I like that about you, Boo, and when I heard you say that, I was like, I had to buy something, because I don't believe that TCG value is the actual value of a card. I always tell people that it's usually about maybe 15% less, because there's TCG fees.
Yeah.
So if you see a card on TCG Player and it's $200, the value of the card isn't $200, usually less, because they're accounting for their fees and all that. What the person selling it doesn't get that.
Yeah.
So that's not the actual value of a card, and we're here, so I shouldn't be adding on the TCG taxes to a value of a card if we're here in person.
And I 100% agree with that. And then, like, I just tell people, like, why would I charge you TCG price if you can just order from TCG?
Right. My thought-provoking question for you is this: Enel discovers Earth, our current world right now, and then decides to become a YouTuber. What would be the name of Enel's channel, and what type of content do you think Enel would make?
That throws me into like an anime called Demon Lord. I think it's 99 or whatever, to where a Demon Lord becomes a VTuber basically.
Okay.
So I'd probably think he'd probably go with something like God, because he's very.
Oh yeah, he's very big on his God complex.
Yeah. So, and I think he'd probably mostly make not very good content, to be honest, for him.
Yeah.
It'd probably be him destroying stuff.
That
Either
makes
that
sense.
or him like ruling over a country.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like
Because he
Anel-
enjoys destroying a lot.
I feel like Anel would be like if you were to watch Jackass back in the day.
Yeah, I
Like,
can see that.
he would be like
him torturing somebody.
Yeah, I feel like he would be close to like a god. If a god was to do Jackass, there would be a god's version of Jackass. That's probably about right. We mentioned a lot of the Straw Hats and stuff like that, but nobody's mentioned Sanji. So we're gonna put Sanji in the situation here, okay? So for my question for you, Sanji, right, the chef, he is a contestant on Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
All right. How do you think this episode will go? Give me an example of some insults you think Gordon Ramsay will throw at him. And also, how many women do you think Sanji will hit on throughout this episode?
Gotcha. Great question. Phenomenal question. The women question I can answer. He'll hit on every single one.
Okay.
As they come through. The insults that I could see Ramsey throwing at Sanji would be probably getting blood in the food, knows blood in the food, and it's like can't get blood in the food, some sort of fucking violation. He'd probably also say something about Zoro being a better cook, or how he can maybe fillet an onion or something a lot better, fillet an onion down, or cut something better. So probably one of those two there for sure.
Okay, for sure. You think he would say something about his eyebrows?
100%. 100%. He's gonna say the presentation of your eyebrows are better than the presentation of your plate itself.
So speaking of Luffy, I've got a kind of off the wall question for you.
Word.
So you've done a crime, and Luffy is your lawyer. So what is that crime that you've committed, and how does Luffy defend you?
I robbed a grocery store for a whole bunch of food.
Okay.
And Luffy defends me by saying how important food is. That's the best I can come up with, because I'm going to lose that case. Luffy is not going to win that case.
You might run some fades, but I could see it robbing it, so he was your partner in crime in this case.
Yes.
And he's defending you.
Correct. Because Luffy got to eat.
But why did you choose him as your lawyer?
He gonna ride for you to the end.
Okay.
Luffy gonna be there to the end no matter what.
Okay.
Like
friends,
you piss him off, he gonna cry, gonna reach his hand out to you like you Usopp and be like, come on.
Okay.
It don't matter. Luffy gonna be there.
Cool.
I would say.
All right.
On card people here.
You're good.
Every table here is talking about Pokemon.
The women question I can answer. He'll hit on every single one.
Okay. Give me an example of some insults you think Gordon Ramsay will. So which side would you say that you're more on? Or is it more of the playing or the collecting side?
Definitely playing. Kind of followed your lead and
Know the game and what's going on, or they forget. All right.
Oh my God.
That's cool.
And I saw y'all practicing. I'm so sorry.
You're good, bro.
You ready?
Where the what?
What y'all doing? Sir, can we help you? What y'all doing? Oh, we see y'all.
You start showing this
y'all filming. Yeah.
What you got? you trying to get in?
I will tell you, man, I have probably been through about 6 cases of One Piece. I've bought them, just full-on bought cases. I've never pulled a manga.
I love the way it's coming, because I actually been to the One Piece Day Dallas.
Okay.
And I also went to the Orlando Car Fest that they did earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And the community there is just awesome, man. Like it's you go there, and if you don't know how to play or you have a question about that, the community will sit there and play with you. Like when I first learned, I actually started up here, and one of the guys, it was the ST, what is it, 15 or 16 through 20.
Right.
They did a pre-release on that. I got the Uta deck, and the guy literally I'm playing against is supposed to be trying to beat me, was teaching me how to play my own deck.
That's perfect.
And that's what it is. It's the community is great. They it's expanding rapidly though. I don't know if you've been to one of the events, but you can't breathe in there because it's just so crowded.
Right.
I don't think they realize Bandai realized how popular it is over here in the States.
Right.
Because